the middle of the night and I may never sleep again because I just learned what blanket training is. If you don't know what this is, you may still have heard of it, especially if you're in the corner of TikTok discussing, trad wives or breeder farm, ballerina farm. That Duggar lady also wrote about it in her book. So while the term blanket training is a little bit warm and fuzzy, it's about as nightmarish as you might expect to come from that corner of society. Blanket training, much like tummy training, is this daily practice where you put a blanket on the floor, put your baby, your infant, your less than a year old, just a couple of months old infant on that blanket, put a toy that they like outside of the blanket, and then every time the baby reaches for it or starts going towards the toy, leaving the blanket area, you hit the baby. You hit the baby. And before you come at me and tell me like this is just an antiquated practice from the turn of the century and it's no longer in use, no. I mean, unless you mean the turn of this century, this is modern. Okay, this was popularized in a book that came out in 1994, which, by the way, explains a lot of millennials. The original instructions in the book suggested using a flexible ruler or a glue stick to beat your child with. Like I said, it is meant to be a daily practice starting at 5 minutes, with parents reporting that they would work up to about 30 minutes a day. If it isn't like totally clear what the point of this practice is, it's just, to beat the rebellion out of you. It's just to beat a child into understanding its mental cage. It's just getting them started young on fearing arbitrary, invisible boundaries imposed upon them by the shitty people around them, namely their parents. It also makes a lot more sense when you realize how many babies these people are popping out. They're a lot easier to control if you confine them to a small area using terror. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. Sorry, this insomnia rabbit hole isn't one of the fun ones. Good night.